The Mauryan Empire literature. The Mauryan Empire, which existed from around 322 BCE to 185 BCE, was one of the most significant empires in ancient India. While there is limited surviving literature directly from the Mauryan period, the empire played a crucial role in the development of Indian literature and culture. Here is a detailed overview of literature during the Mauryan Empire. Edicts of Ashoka. The most prominent literary remains from the Mauryan period are the inscriptions and edicts of Emperor Ashoka. Ashoka, the third ruler of the Mauryan Empire, issued a series of edicts carved on rocks and pillars throughout his empire. These inscriptions were written in various languages, including Prakrit and Greek, and provided valuable insights into the political, social, and moral values of the time. They also documented Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism and his efforts to promote non-violence and religious tolerance. Pali Canon. While the Pali Canon is primarily associated with the subsequent period of Indian history, it contains teachings and texts that were likely composed during the Mauryan period. The Pali Canon is a collection of scriptures of Theravada Buddhism and includes the Tripitaka, three baskets, Vinaya Pitaka, rules for monastic discipline, Sutta Pitaka, discourses of Buddha, and Abhidhamma Pitaka, philosophical and doctrinal analysis. Sanskrit literature. Sanskrit was an important language during the Mauryan period, although much of the extant Sanskrit literature comes from later periods. However, it is believed that some early Sanskrit texts, such as the Arthasastra, an ancient treatise on statecraft and economics attributed to Kautilya, also known as Chanakya, may have been written or developed during this time. Jataka tales. The Jataka tales, a collection of stories about the previous lives of the Buddha, were likely passed down orally during the Mauryan period and later recorded in Pali and Sanskrit. These stories are not only important religious texts for Buddhists but also a valuable source of moral and ethical teachings. Secular literature. While most surviving literature from the Mauryan period is of a religious or administrative nature, it is likely that there was a range of secular literature as well. Unfortunately, little of this has survived, and our knowledge of Mauryan secular literature is limited. Oral tradition. Much of the literature from the Mauryan period may have been transmitted orally. This includes folk tales, myths, and legends that were part of the oral tradition of the time. These stories would have played a significant role in shaping the cultural and literary landscape of ancient India. Buddhist literature. The Mauryan period saw the propagation of Buddhism under the patronage of Emperor Ashoka, who converted to Buddhism after the Kalinga War. This led to the creation of a significant body of Buddhist literature. The most famous work of this period is the Ashoka Edicts. These inscriptions were written in various Indian scripts and languages and are scattered across the Indian subcontinent. They primarily focus on moral principles and Buddhist teachings. Jain literature. Jainism also flourished during the Mauryan Empire. Jain texts such as the Akaranga Sutra and the Bhagavati Sutra were composed during this time. The Sutrakritanga, by Acharya Bhadrabahu, is another important Jain text from this period. Epics and folk traditions. While the epic Mahabharata predates the Mauryan Empire, it continued to be transmitted orally and was likely a part of the cultural milieu of this time. The epic, along with the Ramayana, is a significant source of ancient Indian narratives. Various regional folk traditions and oral storytelling also contributed to the literary and cultural landscape of the Mauryan Empire. Contributions to literature. The Mauryan Empire, under the patronage of rulers like Ashoka, played a significant role in preserving and propagating various religious and philosophical traditions. The encouragement of writing and inscription making served to disseminate ideas and governance principles across the vast empire. Legacy. The literary and cultural developments during the Mauryan period had a lasting impact on Indian civilization. Many of the religious and philosophical texts laid the foundation for later developments in Indian thought. Thank you.